Que pasa, cabrón? Started on your self-improvement, looks maxing journey, and you actually started making some progress, got a little bit of abs, started looking good, and girls actually started taking an interest in you. One in particular catches your eye, so you start talking to her a little bit, rizz her up, get a little bit of gang going, and start going on some dates, and you actually get into a relationship.
Oh boy, she's an 11 out of 10. She's the best ever. Oh my God.
So you start to spend all your time together, you're going on all these cute dates, eating all this junk food that's not really part of your diet or anything, and you know, next thing you know, then she starts complaining more and she starts trusting you a lot less, and she even starts fucking you a lot less. Maybe this sounds like your current relationship, or maybe you're just taking a little bit extra precaution before you get into a relationship, but regardless, this is going to help save your relationship and keep any of this stuff from happening to you. My name's Blake, and I help young men transform their lives so they can find their future wives. So if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, linked in the description below. A lot of the mistakes that you're making kind of go hand in hand. They feed off one another, so one causes the other to be more severe. Like the more you do one, the more you're going to do the others as well. And the first of these mistakes is going to be that you do not create boundaries. A lot of the modern blue pill advice is going to tell you like, oh, you're so insecure if you don't let your girl do this, or you don't let your girl wear this, blah, blah, blah. They just want you to be like, yeah, I'm okay with my girl going out to the club, dancing around other men and wearing sexy clothes. So when you don't create boundaries, it just projects insecurity. That you are so insecure with yourself and so desperate to be in this relationship with this person that you'll just let them do whatever they want to. You're not willing to stand up for yourself and say like, oh, this is too much for me. This does not go along with my morals, my values. This is not what I want my future wife doing. And you don't have the balls to just walk away. You don't want to create those altercations, those arguments. Despite what they'll tell you, it's actually completely healthy to create boundaries. It's completely healthy to have certain things that you allow to happen up until it reaches a certain threshold where you say, okay, well, this is not something I'm okay with, but they want to do that, so whatever, we're not compatible, I'm going to walk away. You need to be able to create these boundaries, because any woman that actually like respects and truly loves you, she's going to respect your boundaries. And when you actually are able to communicate that and communicate what you're okay with and not okay with, she's just going to love you that much more, because then it's going to show you that you're a strong man of character and you're not so desperate on her that you're willing to let her walk all over you. You actually have like some standards for yourself, and you're willing to walk away if she doesn't match that, you know. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the next mistake that you're probably making, and that's going to be that you're not aligned to your morals. A lot of guys fall off of self-improvement. A lot of guys, probably the majority, probably 99% of guys, as soon as they get into a relationship, they kind of get that mindset like, oh yeah, I've got the girl, I don't need to keep trying. It's kind of like when you win the competition, you're not going to go back to training like you're training for the competition. It's the same thing when you're dating a woman. You get the girl, and then you got the trophy, so you don't really need to put more effort into the relationship. So then you stop doing a lot of things that made you attractive in the first place. You stop going to the gym as much. You start cheating on your diet more because you're going out to eat with her a lot more and stuff, and you're not going to, healthier restaurants. Stop working on your business. You just stop doing a lot of the things that made you attractive in the first place. I'm about to tell you something brutal, something that people don't really talk about, something that's just gonna thinking about it is just going to piss you off, and I want it to piss you off. Other guys want your girl too. And it's the same thing with you. Like when you stay on your self-improvement and stuff, other women are going to be attracted to you. Other women are going to want you. So your girl is going to feel that, and she's going to keep putting the effort in on herself. And that's what you need to do, because again, other guys want your girl, and they do not care that you exist. They do not care that she has a boyfriend. Like even guys will even go as far as to pretend to be her friend, even though in the back of their minds, all they want to do is be with her and fuck her and stuff like that. They will pretend to be her friend. So what you need to do is make sure you are constantly becoming that guy, the fucking guy, the man. You need to be able to use that fact to kind of remind yourself oh shit, I cannot be slacking right now. I need to be constantly improving yourself, because when you're constantly improving yourself, there's not going to be another guy that's able to compete with you that's going to catch your interest at all, because you are literally becoming the best version of yourself possible, and she's going to be able to see that. She's going to be able to that's just going to deepen her love and respect for you. That's why I try so hard in the things that I do. My girl gets to say, when she's introducing me to people, she gets to say oh yeah, he was in a band, he's a YouTuber, he's an MMA fighter, he does all sorts of different things, and has a great physique, everything, looks handsome, dresses well, all that good stuff. Those are things that she gets to tell other people when she's introducing me to other people. And I'm not slacking on it, because I know in the back of my mind, if I start slacking, there's other guys that are going to try to swoop in for the opportunity. So don't fall off your self-improvement, right? But also Don't let her persuade you off her self-improvement. Women are constantly going to shit test you. And what this means is they're going to, like, subconsciously, it's not like a conscious thing. It's just kind of evolutionary to test you to see if you are, again, that guy. And she's going to give you these different little trials and tribulations, really small things that you might not even think of, see if you're strong enough to tell her no. What you need to do is do what's right, not what she wants. She might say, like, oh, I want to go eat ice cream and stuff with you. But if she knows that you're dieting and stuff, of course she's going to tell you that, because she wants you to have the strength to be able to tell her, no, I'm on my diet. I'm not going to ruin that just for a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of dopamine. And you might think that that might make her upset or anything. And maybe she'll even act upset when you tell her no. But in her back of her mind, subconsciously, you just passed that shit test. Now she's, like, deeply more attracted to you just because you were able to, like, put her in her place and just do what's right, not, like, just immediately break frame and just do what you wanted just to make her happy. Like, oh yes, let's go get ice cream and let's ruin my diet so I can get fat and whatever. Because you have a goal and you have a mission, and you're going to stick to it. So if anything doesn't align with that mission, you just have to tell her, like, no, we're going to do it this way. Sometimes, like, that doesn't mean just tell her no for everything, obviously. Just, like, decide what is your purpose, what is your goals, what are your mission, and decide, like, is what she's asking for part of that? Like, is it going to affect your mission negatively, or is it going to affect it positively? And the last mistake that you're making, which again goes hand in hand with everything, is that you're being too controlling. She is going to do what she wants to do. Let me say that again for you. She is going to do whatever she wants to do. So don't think that you can just be needy and just tell her, like, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, a lot of the, extreme side of the red pill on the internet, they call themselves red pillers, but they're just like, I wouldn't really count it as that. They'll tell you, like, oh, you just have to tell her to do this and this and this, make all these rules for her, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. I've seen it, like, I've had a lot of red pilling experiences where I've seen a lot of girls be told not to do something, or they feel like maybe their boyfriend told them, whatever conversation they had, they did not care and they went and did it anyways. I've seen it myself, and then I've had it happen to me before as well. Like, in my previous relationship, there was one point, it was near the end, obviously, but I told her that I was uncomfortable with her going somewhere, that it just made me really uncomfortable, and she went anyways. Like, she told me she wouldn't. She did, like, swore up and down. And it's like, they'll tell you, like, oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do it. Like, I don't want you feeling uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. And then she went and did it anyways. And this was a very red pilling experience for me, because it made me realize that you can't control, like regardless of how she feels about you, if she wants to do it, she's going to do it anyway. If your woman actually loves and respects you, she's going to be able to hear that you're uncomfortable with something, again, like creating boundaries. So you tell her you're uncomfortable with something, and then if she really loves and respects you and cares for you, she's going to be loyal to you, and she's going to, like, respect what you're uncomfortable with, and she's not going to do that. She's not going to go do that thing. She's not going to do that habit anymore, whatever, if it makes you uncomfortable, and you are able to express that to her in a healthy way and create that boundary in a healthy way. Because the masculine man, the high value man, does not make demands for her, does not control her. Instead, he just provides guidance and lets her know, like, what he's okay with, and that what direction his mission and his purpose is heading. So what that kind of man will do is, if maybe she does, like, a habit or something that makes you uncomfortable, he'll tell her that it makes him uncomfortable and stuff. And then if she keeps doing it, then instead of trying to control her and be like, oh, stop doing this, blah, 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 you can't do this anymore, he will just accept the fact that they are not compatible, and he'll have the balls to walk away. Most guys don't have the balls for that. You just need to let your nuts hang and just decide, like, okay, well, she's going to keep doing this thing, and she clearly doesn't respect me enough to stop doing it, so I'm just going to walk away. Like, I'll find somebody else. That's okay. Now, if she does, like, if she loves and respects you, she's going to listen. She's going to be more attracted that you were able to tell her that you're uncomfortable with something, that you're able to create a boundary, and she's not going to do it anymore. Because you are her alpha male. Like, it sounds corny and cringy, but you are her alpha male. So when you are, she will do those things for you, and she will stop doing what makes you uncomfortable. She will adhere to your boundaries. But if you're not, then she's just going to go do it anyways, and it's honestly better for you to just walk away and move on than keep trying to control her. And a big part of this is just ignoring red flags. Like, if you don't want to end up in a relationship like that where the girl is going to be doing stuff like that, then don't ignore the red flags before you get into the relationship. Like, actually assess beforehand if you guys are actually going to be compatible or not. Like, assess her habits, not how she makes you feel, because her habits are going to dictate whether or not she's going to be a person that is able to actually align to your mission and your goals and actually help you grow, rather than get you off your self-improvement and then, you know, everything like burns out anyways and you end up breaking up, and then now you have to rebuild yourself back up. Hearing this stuff might kind of scare you to get into a relationship, especially like when you hear things about like me talking about my ex went and did stuff like that, you know, I told her not to do, that made me uncomfortable, and then she went and did it anyways, like cheating and stuff, because that's a big thing nowadays. You might be kind of scared to get into a relationship, but you need to understand life is about loving. Like, life is about the pursuit of happiness. These things happen. Like you love someone, they break your heart, and then, you know, you were a human, so you were able to go through those emotions and it feels good. Like, all those things make you a better person. Like again, you know, coming out of that relationship, it really like hurt me. It was a really red pilling experience, you know, towards the end there. And I like really went on the deep dive in the red pill, but then, you know, I ended up in the relationship I'm in now. Now I'm like way happier than ever. It's a way healthier relationship. And now I understand that it was just something I had to go through to make me a better person. That's all life is. Like, you'll go through the good experiences and stuff, and that's great. But then sometimes you'll go through the bad experiences, but the bad experiences are what make you a better person. So go ahead and keep working on yourself. And if you want to become the most attractive version of yourself possible, then you can check out my Looks Maxing course, link in the description below, that also includes some bonus modules on dating and whatnot. It could literally change your life if you're struggling with this, but no pressure. You can read about it, link in the description below. Remember to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, link in the description below as well. And with that being said, remember, be better than you were yesterday.